On behalf of Diakonia, we're thankful for the nomination for Ocean City's 2025 Nonprofit of the Year. We have had a partnership with Ocean City going back over 50 years, starting with reaching out to homeless on the boardwalk, having them stay at our house, and then continuing through over 50 years of service. Today, that expands to over 3 counties, Wicomico, Worcester, and Somerset. Those who come through our facilities are very grateful for the opportunities and the partnership that we have with the community to be able to receive the help that they need and the hope that they need for tomorrow. In fact, one of our couples is actually getting married, and the community has provided a dress and a suit for the groom. So it's very exciting, the things that are happening at Diakonia. Life continues on for those folks who, for better or for worse, had a difficult time in their life. Diakonia is also one of 2 organizations on the Eastern Shore that provide homeless services for veterans. We're very proud of our veterans, and we're honored to serve them in any way possible to ensure that no veteran should ever be homeless here on the Eastern Shore. In 2023, during the summer, we realized that the homeless population was growing, especially here at Ocean City. And so one of our staff members came to us and said, could we do more outreach on the street? And we started the Rapid Response Team, which instead of the police having to go out to respond to every person who's on the boardwalk or next to a business, we would go and provide interventions to make sure that they had everything they need before police or law enforcement would have to get involved. We're at the center of making sure that Ocean City has a dignified approach to those who are going through difficult times. Our Diakonia served over 5,000 people, whether it's been through the shelter or through the food pantry, providing services for those in need. 75% of all of our homeless shelter residents are able to move into permanent housing, and then we follow them for up to 2 years to make sure that they stay there. That's an amazing result, all due to the staff that's very kind and caring and compassionate at Diakonia.
I have a great example of this organization that is, I couldn't make it up. I was literally touring the organization's facilities with Mrs. Hogan when Larry Hogan was governor. And I'm showing her around, along with Ken, our executive director, and I hear Reed. And I look over, and it's one of the guests that I knew 30 years ago. So I went over and talked to her. She had some unfortunate circumstances, got hooked on opioid painkillers from an accident, and was living in Diakonia. So it just goes to show it can happen to anybody. And she was extremely grateful to have this organization to help her get back on her feet. She was living in her car. She was currently living in the house after that. She's got a job, back on her feet, and is a productive member of society again. That's what Diakonia is all about. Taking people in their time of need, getting them back on their feet, giving them a second chance to be productive citizens. The one exciting thing we have coming for our future is our new facility on 611. We are building a new campus with several long-term housing units. It will allow us to be the only facility that I believe in Maryland, but definitely on the Eastern Shore, that will have the overnight emergency housing, the transitional housing, and long-term housing to really let people have all 3 phases of getting back on their feet, from the transitional to permanent, and reestablishing themselves as productive members of society. The Worcester County and the surrounding areas are so lucky to have an organization like Diakonia to really help people get back on their feet.